When I first started trading, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I started out like a lot of other people, probably most people, looking at technical analysis. I'd given up on fundamental analysis and was using RSIs, MACDs, moving averages, combinations of those, throwing in Ichimoku clouds, and you name it. I tried an awful lot of it, and none of it ever really made any sense. I could win some trades and then use the same indicators, the same setup, and lose trades. And I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. So I started investigating, and I looked around for somebody who I figured was going to be able to explain what was happening in the background here. I felt like there was something that everybody else knew, but I'd been left out of the secret. The big boys know it, and I suppose they're the ones who move the market around. That was my suspicion, and eventually, of course, I found out that that's exactly what was happening. But it wasn't because they were being sneaky about it, although they did run stops. I understood that. But there was something else going on. So when I joined Sean, who was running GZT at the time, the zone trading really made a lot of sense to me. So now suddenly I could see, it started there and it went up there, and then it went back down there. So there were almost identifiable spots in the market where trading was successful, and other places where it wasn't. So I understood support resistance at that time, but the zone trading made a huge difference for me, and it started to reveal the mystery of the market, if you want to call it that. And so as I followed Sean, I saw that basically what he was offering was like an X-ray on what things happen behind all those technical analysis things. And it suddenly started to make sense for me. So I bought a couple of other indicators, and just recently, after a long sort of cancer illness, I've started up again using Sean's methodology and following what he's been saying. And I've had success after success after success every single day. And it's amazing. I'm using the MES, the mini ES, to teach myself and gain some confidence. So that has been really good because I can take more risk and find out what's happening and what's working for me and what might not be. And I follow Sean in his trade room each day. I join for a real minimum amount of money. I mean, if you want a futures education, you could spend $25,000 on it, or you could spend about $90 a month for 3 months, 2 months, and I suppose you could even buy a month. And it's the best value for money I've ever found. The warehouse of information he has there is just incredible for a really minimum charge. It's up to you how much you want to take advantage of it, but it's a total comprehensive futures education that will tell you what's going on out there and why you may be losing, or perhaps help you understand why you may be doing the right thing. I have no idea. But if it were up to me, I would recommend highly anybody checking him out. If you don't like it, that's fine, and he says so. If you don't like it, fine. But at least give it a try. You'll be amazed at what he can do. So I'd recommend this. If my grandmother was interested, I'd recommend it to her as well. I've recommended it to my brother, but he's still sort of stuck in technical analysis. But eventually, if I send him some of my trades and some of my charts, which I save and show, he'll probably join in as well. I hope he does. Anyway, that's my honest opinion of Sean and NeuroStreet. And so it's up to you whether you choose to give it a try or not. Anyway, I thank Sean and his group very much. They're incredible, extremely helpful, and the technical support is beyond belief. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.